Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. Today we're doing our very first giveaway. Got some stickers and some pens for you, which I will show you here in just a minute. And then we're also doing a 2020 recap. Figured today, being it's December 20th, I don't think I'm going to be getting out detecting more this year. So I figured today would be the perfect time to do this video. So, for starters, the stickers. I got a coin logo and I have my license plate logo. Both logos can be seen on my Facebook and Instagram page, also my YouTube page here. I also have a blue Up North metal detecting pen, a green Up North metal detecting pen, yes, they do say Up North metal detecting, and a pink one. And all you have to do to win today's prizes are comment below what your favorite piece is from today's video. Just name something. That's all you got to do. Simple as that. And then the winner will be posted December 26th. I will comment on your comment, and then from there we will figure out how to message each other and get the address so I can send you your prize. Simple as that. The only one problem I have with this giveaway is I can't do international prizes, so it's unfortunately US only. I am very sorry for everyone abroad. Eventually someday I plan on doing a giveaway for you guys as well. It's just I can't right now with everything going on, so I'm sorry, but US only. So yeah, let's jump right in. Also, before we get too in-depth with today's video, I wanted to share a new store that is opening with you. I will post their logo here in just a minute, but they are called Nova Metal Detectors. A good friend of mine owns it. He is just starting out with it, and if you could check it out, we would greatly appreciate it. I know he has stock of the AT Max, the Garrett AT Max, has the Garrett Ace 200, and he also has stock of the new Ace Apex. So check it out. He can get you the best price. Also, if you want to join a very motivating and friendly and just plain awesome detecting group, check out High Tone Hunters on Facebook. Again, that's High Tone Hunters. You will love that group. There's always some cool finds being posted, cool polls, a lot of a few giveaways, just a lot of great stuff on there. So check it out. Again, that's High Tone Hunters. First piece today, we have a dog tax tag. This was found back in, I believe, April. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it was April. This is a 1930 from Mason County, Michigan. I love finding these tags. I think they're so cool. I have a couple of them now. This is not my oldest one. This is, again, the 1930. My oldest one is this 1919 from Marilla Township, which is actually the township right across the road from me. And this one is like a lot older, and it's definitely different shaped, as you can tell. It had a corner nicked out of it, or actually folded over on it. These pieces are really cool. I love finding these. All right, my next piece, Manistee and Northeastern Railroad, M&NE. This is the train that ran right through my grandpa's property, which is right across the road from me also. That's where I really got into detecting this season. During the shutdown, I went out with my old bounty hunter and just searched the crap out of that railroad. Found a lot of spikes, found probably 100 spikes, and just a few random parts. But later in this season, I went up the road a few miles where there was a terminus where 3 railroads met, and the Manistee and Northeastern was one of them. and I found this tag at that terminus. So I figured this is a pretty cool find, being it probably went right by my grandpa's house a time or two. Now these tags were used as gunny sack ties. Had the weight on the back and the name of the railroad. It's pretty cool. Next up, it's kind of a mystery item here. Found this out in my yard, surprisingly. It's all made of copper, and as you can see, it's got some angels on the front of it. Some say it's a makeup box, some say it's a snuff box, some say it's a pill box. Not entirely sure. And unfortunately, this is loose, so I gotta be careful with it. But it does open up, and there's a plastic piece inside. It's been in the ground a lot of years. But cool, I found it. I really like this piece. It makes a great display. Definitely an eye catcher. Next up, we have a pocket watch frame. Now this you may remember from my very first video when I was at the old Valancourt house, which actually isn't too far from here, maybe 2-3 miles at the most. Pretty cool find. I love finding things that people used on a daily basis, and a pocket watch would have been one of those finds. Unfortunately, it's not all there, obviously, it's just the frame. But still, really cool nonetheless. Here's another piece that would have been used on a daily basis. An old thimble. Found this at the same place, at that same railroad terminus where I found that gunny sack tag. This is definitely all beat to hell, but very cool nonetheless. Now this next piece is a World War I Army badge, or button, my mistake, button. It says C. Kenyon and Company, New York, which after some research is how I determined it was World War I. This is a neat story. So where my new house sits used to be my great-grandpa's sheep pasture. And I have detected this field, it's now, or it was a field prior to my house being here, many times in the past. Never really found much other than a few nails from fence posts and some horse tack and just random odds and ends, a lot of shell casings, things like that. But when I switched to my AT Max, I kid you not, my second or third find out was this Army button. And I found it in a spot that I know I had searched many times before with my Bounty Hunter. And I'm not ragging on Bounty Hunter, but when I switched to this AT Max, it's a wonder I never found it before. You know, it's definitely a surprise. One of my all-time favorite finds. And that's not my only military button that we found out in the field. Trevor, if you remember Trevor from previous videos, found this button out in the field also. Pretty cool. Continuing with military buttons, a couple of videos ago, sorry for my slur there, you might remember this button. Also military, also Army. Not World War I though, World War II, at least based on my research. Pretty cool find. I really love finding these buttons. They're really, in my mind, they're really nice, really cool looking. And there's always a story behind it, on how you find them. Pretty neat. All right, this next find is a very cool find. I found this also out in my field, right in front of where my new house sits. It is a warranted Superior. Now, after some research, I found that Warrington Superior made saws, wood cutting saws. And this would have been on a single person, based off the patent, which is December 21st, 1869. This would have been on a single person hand saw, and this would have held, gone into the wood and then held the blade in between. It's pretty cool. Next up, we have some silverware. Now, I really like finding silverware, and this is my favorite piece of my silverware collection. It's a butter knife. And I love these old butter knives just because of how ornate they can be. I mean, look at the flowers, all the design on here. And then if you flip it over, yeah, a different design. Now these are all silver plated. All my silverware is silver plated. I don't actually have any silverware, but still pretty cool. So that's the butter knife. Next up, we have a spoon. We seem to find a lot of spoons. Trevor, I know, has quite a few, maybe 3 or 4. I have 2. And of course, I have found also pieces of them from being chopped in half by a shovel. Not sure how that happens. Just kidding. It happens all the time, unfortunately. So yeah. Next up, let's move on to some jewelry. I've only found, well, I found a couple of rings, one being just a child's costume ring. But this is an actual ring, silver. Found this on the beach in Manistee. First actual ring. I was super stoked when I found it. I read the number on the inside, and at the time it was filled with sand. Right there, it had some sand caked in there, so I thought it was reading gold. So I was all excited, and then after cleaning it, silver. Still excited, but not as excited as I would have been had it been gold. But still, very cool. Really happy to finally find one. Yeah, really excited that day. Still am. Now you may remember this one from my first video. This is the horse earring, also found at the Valancourt house, the old Valancourt house. First earring. Pretty neat. All right, next up, not jewelry, but it's still pretty cool. We got a Crotal bell. My wife actually found this one. We were out doing a field across the street, and honey, I got something. Come running over, and by golly, that's what she found. Really nice shape. Still dings. These things are so cool. What a great find. Continuing with bells. Also found this one. I actually don't remember where I found this one, surprisingly. I usually remember all my finds, but this one was either, I think it was at an old schoolhouse. I don't remember. Anyway, still a really nice piece. Unfortunately, it's missing the dinger, but those are usually held on by rope, so it's not surprising it's gone. Yeah, nice piece. Next up, we have some locks. I have 3 different brands. I have Yale, I have Corbin, and I have Reese. All of which different time periods. These two I found at a old conservation corps camp. And then this one I found on my mom's property across the road. Pretty neat. Now this find's pretty cool. This is my first Tootsie toy. Fortunately, caught my shovel. It happens. But this is a Shell gas fan. Pretty neat. Found this. If you follow the Wanderers, you can see me find this in one of his videos. I don't think I have this on my channel. But pretty cool. Next up, we have this guy. Let you get a good look at it here. After doing a ton of research, I found it to be a canteen topper, which is surprising. I thought it was a fuse. Thought it could have been a cap to a radiator or something. After asking a lot of people though and doing some research, came out to be a canteen topper, and it is patent 1906 and 1908. So pretty cool. Love finding this, actually. This is one of my more favorite finds. All right, so now we are on to the coin album. Start out with some wheat pennies. So we got a 1910, which was actually found by my wife in the same field as that bell she found. Then we have a 1914. 1920, this was found at an old church foundation. I remember this one because there was a snake not too far away from it. So I was looking over my shoulder the whole time. This is a 26 Wheatie, got a 48 Wheatie, 50 Wheatie. Also not in the book, but it should be with these. I have a 57 Wheatie. Then we move on to my very first barber. Found this barber dime, actually my very first silver in general. Found this guy with Up North Diggers, Gary Boblik. He is also on YouTube. If you check him out, I will post his link in the description below. I was with him that day, and then I was also with Trevor that day, and we checked out that railroad terminus, and then we decided to go check out a place not too far from there on state land, and we found this, or I found this. Gary found, I don't remember what coin he found. I don't remember what coin Trevor found, but we all got a coin that day, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, it was a fun hunt. Moving on, we have a 44 Wheatie. One year shy of that 43, that elusive 43 that everyone wants to find. Then we have my 1911 Barber Quarter, my first Barber Quarter. Really love this coin. It's so clean. There's a few scratches on it, but not bad at all. I found this place at the same site, not the same day, and not on the same hunt, but at the same site as this barber dime, about 50-60 feet away from it. Moving on, we got a 41 nickel. I was hoping this would fall into the wartime nickels, which are made out of a little more silver than years prior and years after the war, but I'm a year shy. We have a 36 Wheatie and a 36 Buff. This Buff was found by Trevor, but he gifted it to me as it came off of my property where my house sits now, so that was pretty cool. Buff still eludes me. I really want to find one. It's definitely a bucket lister for me. Moving on, we are at a 1929 Wheatie. We have a 1900 IHP. This Indian head is definitely one of my favorite coins. If you remember my second video, if you've seen that one, you'll see me find it going along the back barn there at the old Valancourt house. Got a nice signal. It wasn't too far down, so I thought it would have been more of a modern coin. but found this Indian head. Super clean. Didn't have to do any cleaning on it whatsoever with those pencils that I use. Love this coin. And at the same day, I think this one's also in the video, I found this one on the front side of the house. It's an 1892. It was super corroded when I found it. Couldn't make anything out, but after some cleaning, it's come to be an 1892. So definitely pretty stoked when I found that out, as it is my oldest coin, and at the time it was the first that I had found from the 1800s. So definitely an exciting and cool piece, up there on my favorites list for sure. Then we have a 1902 Indian head penny. This one, let me check the back. I think I found this one. Yes, this one I found with the Wanderers in my second to last video of the season on my page. Had to do a little cleaning on it, but not much. But 1902, still pretty neat. So moving on, we have a 1911 V nickel. I found this one not too far down the road at an old schoolhouse that my grandfather actually went to. So who knows, this could have been his coin. My first V nickel. These are definitely really nice coins. They are called V nickels for the V on the back, which let me see if I can show you here. You can make out the light's not too good, but you can kind of make out the V on the back. There we go. So definitely pretty cool. One of my favorite pieces. I have a lot of favorite pieces if you haven't noticed yet. Another 29 Wheatie. We have an 1897 Indian head. This one was also found at the same site as my 1902 Indian head. I had to do quite a bit of scrubbing on this one to make out the 1897 on it. Then we have a 1906 Indian head. This one, I believe, was also found there too. Yep, it was. The old Healy Lake School. This one was found actually the same day as this one. So pretty cool. All right, so those are my top finds from the 2020 season. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you've enjoyed my past videos. And I thank you for all the support. Didn't think my channel would really take off, and it's starting to, and I'm really enjoying it. And I love being on social medias up north metal detecting, and I love posting my finds, talking about them. I love seeing other people's finds and talking about those as well, and just learning history. And I love history. I love this hobby. It's one of the best hobbies I think a person can get into. So with that being said, thanks again for a great year, and we will see you next. Don't forget to check out the giveaway. Again, comment below your favorite piece from today's video, and I will send you the 2 stickers and the 3 pens, and I will post or comment on the comment that won on the 26th. So stay tuned. Thanks.